Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
I'm saying it this time.
We are going to go and talk to Tali because she's ready to give us her loyalty mission.
I've been wanting to share this story since it happened today. I was playing D&D, and I'm going to tell you the rich history of Richard Headsworth.
I'm glad you came by. I may need
And
your help. I just
we
received
were
a message from
this is session
the Admiralty Board has
3.
accused me
We
of treason.
just finished session like
I'm
17.
scared, Shepard.
Nobody who
So-
knows you could believe you'd betray your people, Tally.
We
know.
went
They
to
don't lay charges like this unless the
an
evidence
island. This
seems
is a quick
absolute.
rundown of the
But
entire
thanks.
campaign.
Okay.
I appreciate your
We were
faith in me, Shepard.
contracted by
Is it because
a
you were
college
doing
to go
Cerberus?
study this
I'm not
island,
working with
and we
Cerberus.
went to
I'm
go
working
there,
with
and
you.
shit popped off.
And I got
We
leave
found our
to
way
serve
into a
on the board
dungeon
again.
that's
I
a
have
shifting
no
dungeon that we
idea
can't
what
get
they're
out of.
accusing me
Right.
You'd think I would
Um,
remember if I betrayed the
On the
fleet.
bottom floor, we ran
happens when
into
Aquarian is
a couple
accused of treason?
things, and then we ended up running to this this tower
Members of the Admiralty
that we had to
Board
light the
acting as
beacon
judges.
to get into the next
My
place.
father is an admiral on the board.
Um,
He'll have to recuse himself from judgment.
I'm just talking
Can't
all
even
over
imagine
Tali's
what
story
he's
right
thinking
now.
The punishment for treason is exile.
It's okay.
If they convict me, I can never go back.
We've been talking over everyone else's
You have
story,
no
so
idea
why
what
does
you're
it
accused
why
of.
does it matter at this point?
I don't.
The specifics
You're
of
right.
Just
charges
finish your
like
story.
this are rarely
Um,
discussed on open channels.
There's just so many times where there's so much dead air because nothing's happening.
Happens
Yeah.
if you're
And
convicted.
we specifically choose to talk over all the scenes where there's
The
talking in the
specifics are
background.
up to the
Yeah.
judges. If it's deemed only a tragic
does it smell
mistake
like
in
peanut
judgment,
butter?
The guilty
I don't
party
know.
might receive a small ship and supplies.
It smells burny.
It really
Yeah,
matters.
my heater's
Either
on, but
way, if I'm
it's just
convicted,
weird.
I'll never see the
Why
migrant
do you
fleet
smell
again.
like peanut butter?
We
So, no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term.
this is actually
contracts.
the same place where we meet
Detail is more
Lyris
effective.
in
And we
canon.
don't have
Okay.
enough people
She gets
to
sent
afford
there and
executions.
tries to find
An
us as
exile
we
can
go
still
up the
have
tower,
children,
but
and
we
those children
start
are
off
welcomed back to
and
the
get
fleet.
jumped by a group of
How often is
skeletons
someone from the
Mhm.
fleet
on the
charged
second
with
floor.
treason?
It's rare. It
And,
must be something that affects the entire
We end up
fleet,
fighting
not
them, and
just
one of them
ship.
jumps down to the bottom
most
floor to
recent one
escape
was a
us.
Noravanya
And I go,
Vasmani,
wait a
an
minute,
engineer
he's
who handed
probably
over
still
fleet
alive,
defense schematics
but
to
he would have
Imperials.
taken fall
He
damage.
had
Right.
good intentions. The
And,
Imperials were contracted to upgrade our
That comes up
systems,
later.
But they passed the defense
But
schematics to a pirate.
Comey, Trish's character, tries
Was she
to
convicted?
style on this
No,
motherfucker
she made a
and just
suicide
rolls
run on the pirate
terribly.
gang. She destroyed them
So-
before they could attack the fleet.
The skeleton just starts pointing and laughing at her
Okay.
I don't have to
because
prove
it's
my
like,
innocence
haha,
that
you
way.
couldn't hit me. And
So
then
how does the
eventually
trial work?
escapes,
How soon do we need to
and
get
you know he's down there in the
They'll wait a
darkness
reasonable
pointing up
period
at,
of time
at us
for
and
me to come
laughing.
to
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
So,
Eventually, if I
After
reach
this
out,
encounter,
I'll
we
try
meet
to get some
Lyris,
share.
who
As for
had
how
run
it works,
into this
it's
character,
less formal than an
who
Earth trial or something
I
you
had
have as a
dubbed
devil.
Richard. His name is Richard Headsworth,
Okay.
This is just the
and
worst kind
it's
of
because he's a
family
dickhead.
meeting.
Okay,
Okay.
let's go find the
Dickhead,
flotilla.
Richard
I was
Headsworth.
going to book passage on another ship.
So Lyris runs into
didn't
this
think there would
character
be
as
time
he's
for you to help.
taking bones
Thank
from
you, Shepard.
dead skeletons and like
I'll
trying to
program
put
the
them to
Norman
his
to
legs
flotilla's current
so he can
location.
walk.
Okay.
The admirals will
And
be
she
waiting for us.
intimidates him into telling her about where we went. And this is crucial information of how she fucking made him shit himself. Like, intimidate. We get to... let's see. Let's skip a bit. Lyris helped join us, and anyway, we go to this shopkeeper named Gandir, who is a dwarven skeleton. Which, by the way, Richard is not a dwarf. I would assume he's a human skeleton because he's taller.
Okay.
We meet him there as Richard is talking about how he tricked this one chick into trying to kill us, and we just walk in like mid-story. They ultimately, this is all of my party, decide to tie him up, like a piñata, like hang him in the forge.
Okay.
While Gandir is just laughing at him because he's getting his ass handed to him. They steal his gold tooth out of his head and sell it to Gandir in front of him.
Jesus Christ.
Shepard.
And by the way, I haven't even done the voice for him. He sounds like Papyrus.
Okay.
Like what you would imagine Papyrus would sound like. So we're sitting here having this discussion, and he's like, why would you steal my tooth, you son of a bitch? Why? We do some missions, and we go about our day. We end up getting to
increase our fuel reserves. So
Gandir has this character, or this golem he's making called Gaul.
Okay.
And we have the ability to sell him. We could sell him monster pieces that he can craft on, or he could graft onto Gaul and use his abilities. Like we sold him basilisk eyes, for example.
Right.
And now Gaul, if he doesn't have the bandages over his eyes, he can turn people to stone.
How are you?
spent much of the last 400 years.
As we're doing this, Gandir is doing a job, so he's just making something in the background while we're talking to him. And it's this really big suit of
How
armor.
much do you know about our mission?
We don't think anything of it. He's just a blacksmith, so he's probably doing something while we're not around.
Right.
We get to the final room before this is like the final push. And as we're going around, we're exploring the citadel of mind flayers. They're long dead, but this is where this was their home.
Okay.
We're in the Prothean area where all the Protheans died.
Okay.
Basically.
Gotcha.
And I just go, man, there's a lot of skeletons here. This would be a great time to bring back Dick.
I've heard rumors, but learned long ago to form
All right.
impressions. There's too
And
much room for interpretation in the
that was it. Nobody picked up on it. Nobody said anything.
Why would you
Omega's
willing
is
to work
sweating.
for Cerberus when you didn't have first-hand knowledge?
We get to the final push, and as we're walking across the hallway, we
I should get
hear,
back to work.
"Finally, I found you! I'm going to fucking kill you!"
Oh, good.
He is now there, wearing a giant suit of armor, and there are 7 skeletons around him.
Okay.
And we're like, Dick, do you really want to do this? He's like, for all the shit you've done to me. And it's like he had this speech prepared, and then it just ends with, I am Dick the Destroyer. So, cut to 2 hours of Dick jokes while we're fighting the skeleton.
Right.
So we get, let's see, I roll poorly because I don't do good high rolls. So I get to my turn after Dick has went. He's attacked someone. A couple of the characters have gotten into a fight. Comey has downed one of the skeletons, and I step forward, and I'm a cleric. I hold up my charm and I go, turn undead.
Oh.
So 3 of his 7 guys immediately fucking book it out of combat because I've made them run away. And he has turn immunity.
Right.
Which I was like, turn undead, and he's like, it doesn't work on him. I'm like, fuck you! Okay.
That's fair.
But it's one of those damn it. It would have been too perfect if he would have anyway. So
Right.
I'm not actually upset. But it would have been 4 of his guys, but one of them had been downed. So he's like, he was dead technically. And then I find out that was a really good thing that I did, because it got to his turn and his armor pulsed, and that one that died got back up.
Oh, okay.
So I got rid of 3 continual enemies in that one go.
Something on our sensors.
God damn it. I go. This was so good. I actually skipped a bit. The start of the fight, Dick is doing his speech. Senno uses a Hexblade curse, which makes his attacks do more damage against him.
Okay.
So he starts the fight off. He immediately gets cursed. It gets to Mal's turn, and she uses Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
Which makes her attacks do more damage. And if he goes to try, he can't pull a sneak attack on her now or whatever. There's other perks to Hunter's Curse that I don't know.
Okay.
Or Hunter's Mark. It gets to Komi's turn. This is all the first turn, by the way, and Komi goes after him, so he gets to do his attack. He has a multi-attack because you can't Omegas can't make a fight without an enemy that has multi-attack. So, it gets to Komi's turn. Komi runs in and grapples him.
Okay.
If you succeed on a strength check with a grapple, their movement becomes 0.
Right.
So Komi successfully grapples this monster and takes out rope and starts tying him up.
Oh, good.
First turn.
I have run a scan.
So,
I detect no life signs. But there may be
everybody from there on gained advantage because he's tied up.
Nice.
And everybody starts beating up on him. And this is it. It's the quote from the I've been here for 2 turns. I've been cursed, marked, tied up, and been called Little Wiener. Because he's doing his speech. He's like, you're not going to make me. Because every turn Lyris is trying to intimidate him to surrender.
Right.
And you're not gonna make me surrender. And then I think it was
stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get.
I think it was Jay's just in the back, little dick.
Repeat. Toxology alert.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
So the fight continues, and the one that got back up was immediately literally it went to take a step away from our barbarian, and our barbarian, who was staring at Dick, just takes the hammer that they're holding and just swings it behind them.
Okay.
And obliterates that motherfucker. So the 2 that are hiding out of range of my attacks, they're shooting arrows, and they are not able to hit anything. I think they hit one person at once, and Komi grabbed the arrow and threw it back.
Oh, okay.
Ultimately, he's enraged. He is a berserker. So he fucking rips out of the ropes as Ori is standing there ready to attack him, and he just fucking multi-attacks, hits Ori for 19, and then as she's falling, she was knocked down from that. As she's falling, hits her for another 18.
Jesus.
And then just turns to swing at our other rogue, and he misses. Which, luckily, he didn't attack her again, because she would have been dead. Because if you get attacked when you're unconscious, you lose 2 death saves.
Okay.
And you have 3 before you're dead. So while this is going on,
Repeat. Toxology.
we get.
Danger of rapid neural
He's like, haha! I finally did it. I took one down.
Why would they wait years
I have a
to see
complicated.
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is
I finally did something, and then like as he's like cheering his success, Because Comey had advantage, because now Guac, who was our barbarian, is within 5 feet of her. She gains advantage on every attack roll. She rolls and gets a double crit on advantage. Like, normally you get 2 dice rolls and you normally pick the highest one.
Right.
Both of them were max.
Okay.
What I didn't tell you is earlier in the fight, Lyris had crit an attack, and DM goes, actually, I hate to tell you this because it's really cool you got a crit there, but his armor is actually designed to negate crits. We're like, fuck, that's gonna be a pain in the ass because he's also enraged.
Yeah.
So every physical damage does half.
Okay.
So I was hitting him with magic because magic can't be halved.
Right.
We get Comey double crits, and the DM goes, fuck it, house rule, if you can double crit on advantage, triple damage, roll.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
And it's very much the rule of cool, where it's like his armor's supposed to be resistant, but he's like, fuck that.
But he found the one weak spot.
No, fuck that. Yes, exactly. You're never going to get this again. This needs to be remembered as something cool.
Yeah.
So Comey fucking takes her. She is a monk, so she uses a quarterstaff. Fucking breaks into him, like breaks into the armor, like climbs in with him, and like flexes and breaks the armor with him inside. And then it's like she does another roll, and she gets a crit on that too.
Right.
So she triple crit kills this motherfucker, like dead. And literally 3 hours of dick jokes.
Come on, let's get going.
And Comey, the one who pretty much started the character because of him making fun of her for missing him, super crit kills him.
It's beautiful.
And I love how we give each other shit in the game. Like I made the joke of Omegas can't make a boss fight without multi-attack, for example. I'm giving him shit, but I don't mean it. So we're just sitting there like, oh my god, I can't believe that. That was so fucking cool. And Omegas is just like, yeah, I had to let that go because that would just take all of the wind out of your sails if I was like, yeah, but he's resistant. He doesn't have.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as crits against him.
Yeah.
They were cast out.
And then the armor that he was wearing, we could have taken it, but you're apparently getting you would be taking the damage of a inflict wounds every turn you're wearing it.
Incoming.
Because it's something for a skeleton, necrotic. And I go, if I were a zombie, could I be a cleric? And he just stops and goes, let me get back to you on that. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Because could you imagine undead creatures don't take damage from necrotic. They get healed by necrotic.
Right.
So if I were to die and become a zombie, I could wear this armor and just get constant reshots. There's no way we're gonna keep it because it's too heavy to put in a bag of holding right now, and we're about to just walk out of the room with it. But that's a cool idea in concept.
Yeah.
Cover the reality of it. My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong.
Oops.
Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
And that is the story of Dick Headsworth.
They have the same uniforms.
I
as our
think.
attackers. Definitely not as aggressive.
I think it was a fun time for that because that was entirely just a
There aren't any men
Spur
here.
of the moment.
Yeah.
We made the joke that the skeleton escaped, and we're like, haha, he's Pepe pointing at us. What a dickhead.
But the female on the beach.
And that was it.
The exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
You certainly seem to have a way with words.
You heard her. I have his face. My father forced the crew to eat toxic food. What the hell?
He has a cruel face. His cruel face. I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing.
This is pretty fucked.
Your captain demands obedience.
Oh, hello.
Even Terminus pirate clans rarely kill their own crew to enforce discipline.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Also, Jacob doesn't have lift and pull. He's got barrier.
Oh, okay.
But if I use lift and warp, will that combo?
Probably.
You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now.
Oh, what up?
I'm starting to see why.
That was in my D&D chat.
Does it
Somebody
say why he
goes,
separated the men and
"Hey,
women?
is there
Is it
any?
as bad as
Is
it
there a
seems?"
necromancer class? It'd probably be really fucking hard to play, but
Maybe
that'd
the
be
men got
interesting."
violent
And
early
we're
on,
like,
but
"Yeah,
from the
there's
state of this
probably we
place,
could make
I'd say
something
the
there."
hunter thing is recent. What he
And
allowed here, Shepard, I don't see any
where someone goes,
justification.
"Oh, is this the start of Mal
We haven't seen any
brain
other
rotting with
officers.
us about D&D?"
He killed them?
It's like all three of us.
Five
Ayo,
to the crowd.
ayo.
Medical, engineering, bridge staff.
Join us, Mal. We're not all
Fixing
like
the beacon,
Toga.
keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after.
I played a necromancer once. I got really fucked with it.
Do you see
I started
any
learning like the
explanations?
biology of monsters that we were going up against, and then after we were killing them, I would take like pieces off of them and try to create monstrosities.
You became a state alchemist.
Yeah. We made it. Alright.
What a fucking anticlimactic explosion.
Dead bodies.
The post corpse looks like it's been here years, like a warning. These others, maybe a month.
The hunters started fighting back.
Hello. Let's try this. Oh, right, okay. So pull. And throw. Hell yeah. Da 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 da. Choo choo. Choo choo. How many combos did I need? 25?
He had plenty of choices.
Or was it 20?
Too late to blame his victims.
I wasn't actually looking at it. Oh, hello. Shot him in the foot. Do-do-do-do-do.
Shot him in the foot. Ba-do-do-do-do.
20. Okay. Where are you guys going? You're just gonna let things... Hello? Just gonna let your powers regen and do it again. Bye.
Watch him fly up into the distance.
Right?
Bye.
Ah! Oh.
You're just having fun with it now.
Well, I mean, if they're just gonna keep spawning, I might as well, right? Bye!
Oh my god, there you go! His home planet needs him. Oh no!
Oh my god, we literally spaced him!
Wait, whoa, here he comes! Here he comes! Ah!
Oh my god! Oh, that robot was a friend. That's beautiful. I swore I saw like a heavy pistol thing from... There it is.
This is valuable.
Awesome. So we can upgrade that when we get back on the ship. Goodbye, little bot.
There he goes.
Into the water with ye. Oh, did you kill him? Oh, yeah, okay. You both used the power at the same time. Cool.
It didn't count though, I don't think.
No, it didn't. Because I didn't force him to use it. You're gonna end up killing him first. Yep. Alright, so we need to advance. Oh, Jesus.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
Oh, hello.
Isn't there a Loki, or not a Loki mech, an Atlas here?
I'm pretty sure somewhere.
Get over here.
He was behind covers, so that first one didn't get him.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I noticed.
Excellent shot.
Thanks.
Take pride in my work.
Oh. You don't miss. Oh my god, hello. Everyone. Take care of him first. Oh, you guys already did. Awesome.
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
These guys aren't half bad. As a team. Take the shot.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do.
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you are acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
How can you not?
10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not biting, Captain. At some point, you chose to do this to your crew. You.
What was that moment? I want to know that there was an actual reason.
Oh.
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy. At first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
They're starting to gather Thane. Take them out.
Created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs.
Are we, what kind of accident? Are we talking like, Lord of the Flies accident? Or, did you just straight up fucking kill him?
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the Droolers. That was before the Hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I
Thane
took
just
jobs in
watching
deep
all
space.
of this right now.
And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the
Do
air
it.
he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Nobody move. I am a trained assassin.
You handled that differently than I do every time.
Yeah.
I leave him for them.
I thought about it. But
I
Thane
do
was
that.
here, and then I started thinking of the implications on, like,
I don't know if you
later on.
noticed, but I have father issues.
Yeah.
Especially ones where the father's a gigantic piece of shit.
Yeah.
So I would leave him to die.
Inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Hey, what's going on?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Really? Because given the result, it feels like something you'd have your hands in.
You know very little about me, Shepard. Don't presume to understand my intentions. Cerberus is ultimately about humanity. My people are valuable to me.
Fine. You didn't
Freya,
fall.
are you that
So who
upset
did?
by a fucking
I did.
thing of salt? God, her eyes just widened.
Did you just want to see him squirm?
I love
What he
you.
did with
I'm
it was his
sorry.
own business. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Come on, we've got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
Alright, and we're done talking to Jacob ever again.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Hey, Anaya.
Greetings, Commander. I'm not completely sure this will get to you, but thanks again for helping me deal with Samara. The Eclipse mercs have gotten real quiet around here, and my superiors have backed off too. No idea if the two are related, but hopefully the next time I meet a Justicar, I can give her the respect she deserves. I still can't believe I worked a case with one of them. You're a lucky human. If I find any more data on her target, I'll pass it along. Thanks. Where are we on time?
40 minutes.
Alright, let's end this episode.
Yeah, because we took the time to finish off the Jacob mission.
Oh, I can actually... Hold up. Let me go talk to Samara real quick.
Okay. It's a good thing he didn't have a ladder.
Yeah.
Jacob's ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
References.
I'll post a picture of a plague doctor and said, I want to make a character that wears this. And then
that is not easy.
Jays goes, oh yeah, witch doctor.
It's alright.
Me and
Just tell me
Trish
what
are going, ooh,
When we met on Ilion,
ah.
I told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. Using the information you obtained,
Anytime I hear that song, I just think that Tommy Pickles was so
The
close at
Rugrats.
killing his fucking brother.
The fucking Rugrats.
Didn't you say you'd pick up her trail after our mission?
I know where she is, right now. In a month, she may be gone. This is the best opportunity I've ever had.
Where is she?
Omega, a nightclub called Afterlife, which seems a perfect place for her to hunt.
How important is this?
Killing her has been my focus for 400 years. It is the most important thing in my life, and the reason I became a Justicar.
Tell me about her.
She is an Ardat Yakshi. It is a term from a dead Asari dialect. It means demon of the night winds, but that is mythology. She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
So is an Ardat Yakshi a special kind of murderer?
Morinth suffers a rare genetic disorder. When she mates with you, there is no gentle melding of nervous systems. She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain. You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
Why isn't this ever mentioned in Asari literature or art?
When we were primitive, there was much fascination with Ardat Yakshi. Some cultures worshipped them as gods of destruction. Now the Asari have a place in the galaxy, and they don't wish this defect to be widely known. As far as I know, only 3 exist today. 2 chose a life of seclusion. The 3rd ran.
Morinth.
She ran, and I am sworn to kill her.
Can't she abstain?
Each encounter gives her strength. The effect is narcotic. The more she does it, the more she needs to do it. She will never stop. She can't.
So you hunt down these Asari just because they're born with a genetic condition?
It manifests with maturity. When one is diagnosed, she is offered the chance to live in seclusion and comfort. If she refuses, it shows her addiction to the ecstasy she gets from killing her mates. There is no redemption for such a person.
This is definitely worthy of your full attention.
She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
We need to stop her.
Thank you, Commander. There are no words to express what this means to me. There is one thing more. This creature, this monster. She is my daughter.
You said this is genetic. How many children do you have?
3.
How many more are there?
3 Ardat Yakshi are in existence
Which,
today.
I don't know how that...
It is as it sounds.
She's
Morinth
lying
was
to
the
you.
wild one. She was
There's an
happy
entire
and free.
fucking monastery of them in the 3rd game.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot imagine what this is like for you.
I do not want pity, Shepard. I do not accept it.
I didn't know
My
that
daughter's
was a...
condition is my fault.
Did we go in for a hug there? What the fuck just happened?
I don't know. I wasn't watching.
Do not pity me. Simply understand my situation.
How did all this happen?
I spent my youth on the move, adventuring. I killed people, mated with them, or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came. I could finally sit back, bask, and enjoy my family. But in one moment, it was all taken away.
Sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as I thought it would be. I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge will die with me. Now my purpose is to destroy my own children.
Those moments change you.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that. I say too much. Forgive me. Help me find my long-lost daughter. And kill her.
We'll go find Morinth.
Alright, so now we got that mission.
So now we can end the episode.
Yeah, now we can end the episode.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow with some more bullshit.